got to get into this Nicki Minaj story since we got the Akinelli put it in your mouth music going. I seriously want to ask you guys, serious. If everything we're seeing from Nicki Minaj was all to get that gold card that she got from Trump, can we get a picture of it put up, please? If everything was for that and dealing with her immigration status and all of that,
that's what I think it was.
Is there any forgiveness for her? Is she able to double back later and say, hey guys, I had to do this?
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What's if she needed status of some sort? And shout out to my wife who early in the day yesterday said she's hustling for the gold card. I was not thinking about that. That was a great prediction. She did. Queens. You know what I mean? These Queens weirdos, they all relate to each other. You know what I mean? On some level, she understood.
You know what I mean?
No, it was a bad look for Queens yesterday. So tell me though, if she, why would she need her status to change?
Because she's not a citizen.
So
but
what?
you don't think with all the money that she has, she's a millionaire, right? And she has great lawyers. You don't think that she could have applied and done it a long time ago?
I think she could have applied it. No. I 1,000% think she could have applied a long time ago and absolutely got it done. I don't know if she was responsible enough to do so or considered it a priority before that, but I'm just asking the question because I don't know what kind of duress. I don't know what kind of duress she's under, and is this just bad person? I know we all want to sort to, she's an a-hole, play the Akinelli music. She's up there guzzling Donald Trump. They done left the dance floor, went to champagne room. But I don't know what kind of duress this person's under. I don't know what she's dealing with. I don't know what bad choices. I don't know what bad choices she's made that's caused her to have to do this. Like the person she is married to is on a sexual what's that called, a predator list, or her brother being in jail. That's not her fault. That's just her brother in the world.
Let me ask you a question. Just being fair with ourselves, do we give that sort of grace to everyone else who does this?
Well,
why does she get some sort of special grace? I mean, you have with some of the rappers. You have with a couple of the rappers.
Yeah, I have.
You said, hey, they got a charge. But generally, it's because they did something stupid, by the way.
Yeah.
Generally, it's self-inflicted. They did something stupid, and then they want to get it fixed. So they double down on doing something stupid by then kissing ass at the same time while our country's being ripped apart right in front of us.
Well, look, yes, it's happening because they're selfish. They did something stupid before, and notoriously, we've talked about this. One of the appeals that Donald Trump has to criminals, to people who are in trouble, to people, look, there's so many people he's pardoned, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the appeal to that is the fact that they could pay to get access in ways that they were never able to do before, because that is called corruption, and that is breaking the law. And that's why they weren't able to do it before. But guess what people like? A little corruption and breaking the law that benefits them.
Well, I think everything that you said makes sense. And I respect you for having grace. But Nicki Minaj has long been treating people nasty behind the scenes.
Oh, here we
doing
go.
A lot. No, I'm just facts. She's acted like a nasty person many times, a bully, an outright bully to many people, many times. I'm not talking about me, including me, but I'm not talking about me. But this is the chickens coming home to roost. Now we're fully getting to watch this whole thing in front of us. Not only did you have to play the game, but Laura, to get up there, let's watch it. You know what, Bascom?
Let's watch it. Let's
take a look.
Probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate, or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more.
You wouldn't be bringing it up if it
and
didn't
it's going to motivate all
it.
of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him.
Okay, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Can't
now I can't take
not
it.
Going to
I can't take it.
Okay?
Turn it off.
He
Turn
has
it off.
a lot of force behind him. And
now
God.
I can't take it.
Why was it? Play your
Just
song.
put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth. This is beyond the dance. That's not dancing music.
But
what about the hand hold? You want to see them hold hands though? Because at least they held hands after. You know what I mean? That's nice. That shows love.
Well, I'll be honest. I hadn't listened to the audio.
Oh.
I had only seen the photos and seen little clips. But hearing her talk,
bro,
it's sending you to a place.
To a bad place. Because I'm not worried about the haters. Yes, you are. That's why you brought it up.
Exactly. Facts.
And then, by the way, and then some of the stuff you're just saying is so egregious. Yeah, you've become it sucks that she decided she wanted to be a MAGA mascot. She wanted to go beyond just taking a photo, beyond just a tweet,
a performance,
beyond just like I don't know.
Ebro,
like the T-Pusa thing was like, all right, terrible, super terrible, but it felt like, okay, maybe now you're circling back around. You're circling the rim again.
It's a circle jerk is what you're saying.
Exactly. You circled the rim and then you circle jerked.
It is. Rosenberg, did you see that Katie Miller did like that little like TikTok challenge with her, the bees in the trap one? And people were like celebrating. I'm like, do you guys know what a horrible person Katie Miller is?
Yo, that is the wife to the architect of someone who, if he could, would turn our country into Nazi Germany. It's so that is
bad.
Literally, she is the interesting part is she's doing this as a direct way to affect her immigrant status while immigrants are under attack in our country. The people that Nicki, her family, the people she grew up around are living in fear and under attack. And it's not that just she did the business behind the scenes, used her power. Hey, you could use my songs. No. She has gone full on, I want to be your number one fan in public. Yo, run the video. She held his hands. They sat there and held hands. I never seen anything like this before, Ebro. We've never seen this before.
Should I go? Okay.
Thank you. On behalf of all the entrepreneurs in America, I'd like to thank you, Mr. President, because we create 72% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees, and all we care about is policy. We love policy, pro-business policy, and these accounts are fantastic for independence and support.
Yo,
I thank you very much.
Show, man. Shout out to Queens.
I can't.
Put it in your mouth.
He never let us down.
Come on, man.
You know, and then she was up there. She had some kind of Q&A, talking about Gavin Newsom. You know, she loves to call him New Scum. She hates Gavin. But I think that has to do with her house being swatted and her, quote unquote, asking for help. And she felt like nobody protected her. But I'm like,
I don't understand. Laura, there has to be more to that story. That's what I think, too.
Be.
That's what I think she says it's about. But there's something else with her Newsom thing.
I thought it was the husband being on the list and not registering.
Ebro, that's probably more what it relates to is because they live in California.
Yeah.
And there was some sort of push to probably get it removed, and Newsom probably said no. Shout out to Kathy Hochul, by the way, who our governor, who posted the Cardi B meme yesterday.
Right.
Hilarious. And I got bad news for you. If you hadn't already been sort of surpassed in popularity by Cardi B, this is just going to make it worse. Cardi B, you could say what you want about her. And I know the Nicki psychos have a lot of things to say about Cardi. Guess what? She's been on the right side of history. She's been outspoken on the right side of history repeatedly.
I mean, as you look at when you see posts and, her fan base is, we already know, they're very aggressive. But it's just really interesting to see, guys, like we've gotten to a point in our lives where it's like fandom makes people drunk. Like people are so invested that they don't care who their person is. They don't care what they do. They don't care, bro. Because there were so many of like, look at her. She beat the system. She tricked them. She won. Everybody was like celebrating her. All her fans were celebrating it. So you could guess. And it just shows you how easily manipulated people are. Like all it takes is for your person to be like, this is what we're doing now. I was just shocked to see how many people, Ebro, were just very much like, yes, celebrating it. Like celebrating.
I do, which is why I brought it up. Listen, I one of the most famous people in the world, okay, I'm not going to say any names, who is not a U.S. citizen, okay, and I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj, this is about someone else, told me, right, that they were concerned about their citizenship status. And I was like, yo, but you're you, first of all. Second of all, you're not like in any trouble or making trouble or even that outspoken recently. And why are you worried? And they were just like, I'm very scared that this person, Donald Trump, the new president, will try to make an example out of me. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I brought it up in the narrative that I brought it up in just now. Around, we don't know what kind of duress Nicki Minaj is under. Now, did she have to go as far and put the whole thing in her mouth and then, play with the scrotum from the bottom? No.
Oh, God.
No, you don't have to do that. That's when someone cares. That extra? No, that extra's when you care.
All right. Ebro, stop.
That shouts to Gianna Michaels. You know what I mean? Shouts to the legends. You know what I mean? That's Sarah J work right here.
But nonetheless, I just wanted to kind of put it out there because I hate the whole thing, whatever. But once again, I was just thinking started thinking about my own life, and I started thinking about us, right? Where people assume you're all good. You don't know what kind of duress people are under, right? Like you don't know what people are dealing with in real life, that they have to leverage the tools that they have to get safety or whatever and play the game.
I don't know. I'll say this though. It is unusual. To Laura's point earlier, this has been a very wealthy, connected person for a very long time. She also makes very bad choices.
Yes, there is a history.
She torches relationships. She has gone after Jay-Z and Rock Nation obsessively. There's part of me that believes that the beginning of her Trump turn could be as simple as Cardi went Kamala. I think I like Trump. She makes bad choices. She has for a long time. And as much as I can have grace and empathy if she really is in a bad way, are all the ways she's in a bad way her choices? Who you chose to be with? These are all choices. These are all choices. And so many people are getting forced to deal with ramifications for choices they're not able to make. There are immigrants in our country under attack right now. They don't have choices. They don't have choices, and they're being attacked. This is a wealthy person living in a mansion, making bad choices, and then doubling down with more bad choices. Shame on you, Nicki Minaj. Shame on you.
Well,
and your legacy is going to go. The legacy is going to go right down the toilet. So, I know Shawnee wants to have a moment for life on the top 50, but this is her moment for life. This is the moment. Yesterday, you holding those purple, messed up hands was your moment for life. That's what people are going to remember. Great job, Nikki. Yo, it's crazy, too. When I got into it with her, she was so quick on that race and gender card. I guess now she's the anti-woke, though. Now she's the anti. You don't bring up race or gender anymore, right? Because now you're Team MAGA. So don't play that card anymore. You're on the other side.
No, she brings it up. Remember, she was chastising black women for being mean to white women about beauty.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yes, that's up there with Erica Kirk. That's right. That's right.
She did. That is. She is playing. She is doing it, but she's going the other way.
That's right.
Can I ask you a question about this Trump gold card? Can the next president just be like, yeah, this is BS. Let's just get rid of all of it?
I have no idea.
I don't remember if these come from an executive order, but I feel that she can. I feel like those can probably get wiped out. Now, if you already have gained the citizenship, that's an interesting question. I just keep going back to Laura's main thing. If this was such a big thing to you, you've had millions and millions for years. You're telling me the rich people can't jump the line to move to this country?
And connections, everything.
I'm saying I don't believe with the history of bad decision making that you pointed out, and just like maybe not paying attention. I do believe that either A, people did not think it was a priority or a concern until now. I don't think they.
That's ironic.
I don't think
so.
They
you're saying her
concerned.
own fear of deportation because of the Trump administration is making her go to the Trump administration to save her from deportation
and put it in your mouth and put it in your mouth.
No,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
No,
can't be. I don't know. That would be crazy.
And instead of doing the dance, you had to go all the way to full put it in your mouth with some scrotum from the bottom.
Stop.
Man.
And she's doing the whole tour. I think next week she's on Katie Miller's podcast. She's doing it all.
Oh, man.
And the craziest thing is she has nothing to say. Like, here's the funniest thing. When she sits and talks with them, and they're like, so tell us, why does Donald Trump speak to you so much? She hasn't even done the work to sound like she means it.
Well,
Ebro, it's terrible. She got nothing.
But part of me thinks that's the hustle. I don't think she has any shame, guys. I think she has zero shame and is willing to do what I don't. She has no shame. All of these people over there have zero shame, by the way. They have none. You can't shame them. You can't make them feel bad for their decisions. They are willing to do this. And she's probably looking at, I can get citizenship. Can I help my brother? Can I help my husband? Oh, my gosh. Donald Trump just made empower. And Donald Trump just made $1.4 billion, more money than he's ever made in his entire life as president of the United States, scamming and taking from our tax dollars and scamming other governments and using the office to make money. She's like, I'm getting on that gravy train. She has no shame, bro. I can't believe it's hard for me to believe that after all these years of being the person that you've been in public, that within months you've made a full 180. There's something in it for you. There's something in it for you that is important.
Oh, no, that part I agree on. No question.
I agree, but guys, maybe this is what she always supported. Like maybe she truly was like, yeah, this is what I believe in. I believe, it could be.
How do you like this Rolling Stone? Here's a Rolling Stone tweet. Two of the world's most infamous bullies, one a U.S. president bitten with the imperialist bug, and another a rap icon known for attacking other celebrities online in her orbit, joined forces in Washington in a public show of support. Maybe it's just like-minded energy, bro.
Yeah.
This is her vibe.
Well, remember, that's what Kanye said. He's putting out an album called Bully now. Remember, he did his apology tour. Now it's album time within a week. And remember, Kanye was talking about, I like Trump because he's got that dragon energy. Remember all that dragon energy talk? I'm still wondering if his apology letter, which, once again, I'll go on the record, I like the apology letter, but it still doesn't explain all of the Trump. Man, play that. Yo, Kanye was at the desk putting it in his mouth first. He beat you to it, Nicki.
He hit it first?
He hit it first. And how did that work out for Kanye West, Nicki? Come on, man. Come on, man.